Hello, my name is Renata Hernandez Cajalacqua, and today I'm going to show you how to make hot ice. You need a measuring cup, a tablespoon, a container, and baking soda. White vinegar. It has to be as pure as possible. Don't use the ones with any food coloring or the apple vinegar. A pot, and preferably a stainless steel one, to avoid impurities during the process. So we'll separate this experiment in 3 core parts of the process. So we'll begin with the first part, which is making sodium acetate. So to create the solution, we'll need the formula of the chemical reaction that is used to make it. So here is the formula, and it says that we'll need acetic acid, sodium bicarbonate, and this will react and create sodium acetate, water, and carbon dioxide. As you can see, the formula indicates we'll need baking soda and vinegar. So I'm going to use 100 milliliters of vinegar and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. So the key here is to have the baking soda really well diluted into the vinegar so it won't spoil our solution. The point here is to keep adding baking soda till there's no more acid to dissolve it. So the solution should look like this, completely transparent. So if you see remains of baking soda, it means you added too much. So now we'll go to our second part, which is creating the oversaturated sodium acetate. So we already have the sodium acetate. So how do we make it oversaturated? So as you can see in the formula, we have sodium acetate, water, and carbon dioxide. What we want is to remove the water so we stay with an oversaturated solution. To do that, you'll need to heat up the mixture to evaporate all the excess water. Here I'm putting it between medium and low heat, though it can really vary, so you can experiment with it. You have to turn it down when you see it's starting to bubble with less intensity. The mixture is half what it was before. It's pretty thick, and you can see sodium acetate crystals forming at the edges. Now it's ready. Now we are in our last step of this experiment, which is cooling down the oversaturated sodium acetate. By cooling it down, the sodium acetate will enter an unstable liquid state, which will make it really easy to disturb and get this instant crystallization effect. You leave it in the freezer for around 10 to 15 minutes. And finally, we have our hot ice. To activate it, you just have to touch it, move it, or add an sodium acetate crystal. But why is it hot? Well, that's because in the unstable liquid state, the particles are producing a lot of energy, and therefore when it solidifies, it releases all this energy, making this an exothermic reaction.